Good morning, everyone. Day 128. Thanks for hiking with me, slow and steady. We're climbing up to Mount Success this morning. That's the successful part of the day, hopefully. It's a steep climb. Understand it's tough. And after the base of Mount Success, there's no water for 5 or 6 miles or so. But today, hopefully, we go to Mahoosuc Notch, the famous Mahoosuc Notch. And then if we feel good there, we'll climb up to a huge climb. I've forgotten the name of it now. Someone just asked me about it. But we'll see. There's a campsite, a stealth campsite or a primitive campsite at the bottom of that mountain. But at the top, there's a shelter. Sorry, the black flies are out in force this morning. Check out the view from the shelter again. Yeah, it was a nice night. I slept in the bivvy, not the privy. I slept in my bivvy inside the shelter and stayed bug free and cool and had a great night. So hopefully some of that goes down to my legs and gives me a little more strength than yesterday. Yesterday was tough for me, but we'll see. We'll see. Good food, lots of water, and great night's sleep. See what that equals today. So it could be 15 or 20 today, but if history's any indication of the future, it'll be a little less because of these mountains, and it's still supposed to be 89 degrees in the valley, so probably mid-80s up here. We're not all that high, less than 3,000 feet. Anyway, stay tuned, and hopefully there's some great views. So far, the weather looks wonderful. I don't have internet, so I can't check to see what the forecast is, but one of these mountains I'll get it and check it out. But right now, it's hazy, but it's wonderful. And after the thunderstorms rolled through last night, the sun came out. It was nice. And the black flies love it too. Anyway, we'll catch up at the next thing to share with you. Talk to you soon. Here's a partial view from Mount Success. Not quite up there yet. Okay, it looks wooded at the top. And it's in the clouds here. I think the summit's up there somewhere. Just a few more feet up. Those clouds whipping through. It's the coolest I've been in 3 days. Well, the clouds cleared for a second. So for reference, that's Mount Washington there, so you can still see presidentials. It's a little hazy, but it's there. The rest of the presidentials and all the other fun stuff we've been climbing. Well, there's the trail. Guess we're doing a little rock climbing. As far as I can tell, it goes straight up there. But there are no blazes anywhere. You just never know. It's a bit of a trail that may go around it, but I don't think so. I think we got to go over this. Well, it wasn't too bad. Threw my poles up on top, and there were little handholds and little footholds. Once you found them, I survived. It's like another mile. Yeah, look at this trail. If it shows up, those are 8 or 10 feet across. Some bouldering coming up, and we're not at Mahoosuc Notch yet, but it's a preview of what's to come. Down inside a notch. See the water evaporating. The sun's hitting for the first time today. All right, here's the biggest milestone for a while. 13 states down. Last one to go. New Hampshire's done. Now we're in Maine. Katahdin is somewhere around that many miles left, 282. I don't know this year if that's right or not, but we're over 1,900 miles now. All right, that's Goose Eye West up there. It's a blue blaze. There's no view. The view's better here. I'll show you in a second. Is that from the last source?
Yeah. I'm sure it's safe, but it don't taste good.
All right, there's Goose Eye East. We just did Goose Eye West. Goose Eye North. I'll let you guess. It's through the trees. We could see it up there, but anyway, got to go straight down to get there. All right, there's Goose Eye West. Goose Eye East, I guess. Goose Eye North. And all the other fun stuff we get to climb the next day or two. Here's the fun bog boards. Luckily, when you're tiny, they don't sink.
Just step on it.
Oh.
Here's the full goose shelter. It's huge compared to the ones we've been seeing lately. There's the privy, the box, bear box, everything real close. Here's Fulling Mill Peak, a small little mountain before Mahoosuc Notch. Over there is one of the big climbs later today. We think the notch is that little between the green and the gray over there, down in there. We'll find out shortly. Mahoosuc Notch, here we come. Why not? We're thinking about you as we go down there. I love the rebar stairs going down.
I do prefer those to the wood slabs that they put like that.
Yeah, those work pretty good. All right, 3.6 to the Spec Pond, and we're starting the Mahoosuc Notch now. This is for you, Wye Knot, that Bob and I stayed at Homegrown's brother-in-law's place on the AT down in Front Royal. He broke a lot of stuff down here in Mahoosuc Notch, but 2015, legally blind, he did the whole trail by himself. So anyway, leave a comment on here, why not, and let everybody know the story. All right, the first little part of the notch here, it's got to be in the 30s or 40s down here. It's foggy, and I think they saw ice. Where'd you see the ice?
Snow and ice right there.
There's, yeah, here we go. Snowball fight coming up. There's the ice. There's the snow. Oh, tell you what temperature it is. It's about freezing. I don't fall in a crevasse.
Almost.
Look at that snow. Nice snowball. There's ice. I gotta get rolling. We got a mile of this craziness. Feels great though. My thermometer down to 65, but it's real close to my body, so take a long time probably for it to cool off. It's foggy down here. All right, I gotta catch up with those guys and get on with the fun stuff. I think there's a lot more where that came from. The first one where I was, more over there, and then it gets warm as soon as you get out of it. Why not? Is this where you fell into a crevasse? I see them everywhere. I'm guessing it could be one of 1,000 places where you got stuck in. All right, here's another little notch here, another little crevasse. There's where everybody's going.
What?
Got these awesome cliffs in the notch here, Mahoosuc Notch. Wow. That's why the sun that doesn't make it down here too often. Just for a few minutes a day, and then never back in these little holes. See the ice and snow back in there. But it's amazing. It'll be 85 about where I'm standing and 40 probably over there.
So where to go besides the big giant white arrow? Left is the way, it looks like. Still a beautiful part of Mahoosuc Notch. The roots become part of the trail. You have to step on these to avoid those big falls. And continue up this way. It's been kind of fun. Feel like a bit of a kid. Put the poles away and do some rock climbing, bouldering. Check out that tree growing on the side of a rock. Birch tree. I don't think so. Those arrows say go through that little hole. They ain't going in there with a pack, so we go there or go there. Well, that's the end of the Mahoosuc Notch, the fun rocky section. It's like a jungle gym for adults and kids. Big kids though. And here's some pool ice water with some steam going across it. I'm guessing that water is nice, cold, ice and snow melt. We're not gonna find out. We're gonna keep hiking. Get a real steep climb, long climb to Spec Pond shelter. It's still a couple miles away. Let's see how it goes. I'm a little worn out, but that was fun, so maybe that'll brought some life back in the legs. Here's today's moment of zen. Some decent views on the climb up Mahoosuc Arm. One of the hardest mountain climbs I've had so far. I'm struggling. You can't hear it in my voice, but it is beautiful. Getting close, 0.1 or 0.2 to go. Straight up, rock slabs, killing my feet. And just keep going. But that's the last climb of the day, so stay tuned. All right, that's Mahoosuc Arm in the bag. Look at that thunderstorm rolling in. It's time to get off this peak. Not that high, 3758. There's some bigger ones right over there. We'll go over tomorrow. I don't know what that is, but it's coming. Anyway, check out that view. All right, let's get out of here before that stuff hits. All right, here's another beautiful view walking down the other side of Mahoosuc Arm. Beautiful, beautiful out here. Maine is gorgeous. And the black flies think so too. They're all over this phone right now. And me. There's Spec Pond. This is where the shelter is, somewhere over here. Somewhere over there, maybe at the far end. Beautiful. All right, here's Spec Pond campsite, or almost there. Tomorrow, we'll go that way. Old Speck Mountain, 1.5 miles. Grafton Notch, 4.5. But right now, we're gonna go set up camp somewhere around the lake here. I think there's a small blue blaze here. See Spec Pond campsite. I think there's a shelter here too, I don't know. And that thunderstorm is getting closer, got a few drops of rain. It's extra rocky. My pole got stuck, it always gets stuck. It's stuck all the time during the day on the rocks and roots. Let's see, that's the end of a 15 and some odd mile change day. I lost track, I think it's 128. You'll know tomorrow when I post tomorrow morning's video, because I always check right before. I've lost track a little bit today. Very difficult, as you heard in my voice. But the climb down from Mahoosuc Arm was fine. It was nothing special. And I understand this Spec Pond campsite's pretty close to the trail. So thanks for watching today. We got some really beautiful views. It was nice, and the Mahoosuc Notch, it's tough, but it was a lot of fun. And the ice and the snow, actually carried some back with me in my bag here. I bet it's all water by now with tons of pine needles in it. Anyway, the shelter's right here. I need to go get set up and work on getting hydrated. I'm very behind the curve on water today. I drank a lot, but I sweat more today. It was hot and difficult for most of it. Anyway, I'll post a couple of pictures of this site and get on with my night. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. So after that thunderstorm passed, look what Spec Pond has turned into. It's gorgeous. Just saw a fish jump over here. I didn't film it because my phone isn't totally waterproof, but I went for a swim right before the storm really hit. Just swam out there into the lake a little ways. Beautiful, foggy, a little eerie. Friday the 13th kind of fog on the lake. Anybody old enough to remember Friday the 13th, those original few? Used to scare the bejesus out of me. My uncle would scare me even more in Kentucky. Thanks, Timmy. Couldn't sleep for a week after that as a little kid. It was beautiful out here. The shelter's pretty much full. There's going to be a lot of people in there. Yeah, enough of this. I came down. I'm going to scoop some water out of the lake, go filter it, and go ahead and get ready for bed. Good night, all.